6 ways to get a guy to like you through irresistible confidence. That's what I'm talking about in this video. You know how there's those women and you just look at them and you're like, how is she so confident? How is she so secure? How is she so amazing and certain of herself? A lot of clients come to me wanting to be that woman. And so in this video, I'm going to share, this is a bit of an overview video, and I'm going to share exactly how to do that through some of the techniques that I'd use with clients. So make sure you stick around for all 6. They're super powerful. Download the texting guide as well. 12 texts to make him yours. That is free from the description below. Hit the subscribe button with the little bell and follow along on Insta at @makehimyours. And I will see you on the other side of this. Hi Mark, I cannot tell you what a change this empowering session has made for me in just 2 days. I've been practicing it multiple times a day, not just at night, and I've been feeling at peace. The anxiety isn't there, and this is a completely new, secure feeling. That is a testimonial that a client just sent me about what I'm about to show you with these 6 ways to get a guy to like you through irresistible confidence. So the first one is what I call speak to the insecure part. I talk a lot about this exercise in the Empowerment Academy, and I won't go into all of it now. Essentially what it is when you're feeling insecure, pull that part out of you. So pull that part out, put it in front of you, see who it is, see what it is. Often you'll find it's a young version of yourself. And then hear that part, give it love, and tell it that you're in control. As I say, the full exercise is in the Empowerment Academy, and feeling secure is a big topic, so it's something I spend hours on clients with. But that simple exercise is a really powerful one. If you just pull out that and speak to it, whatever's making you feel insecure, that's really, really powerful when it comes to changing from an anxious to a secure state. Number 2 is called access your safe and secure space. So this is something I, again, will do a lot with clients. It takes probably about 10 minutes, and I have them do it sometimes multiple times a day. And it's basically the idea that anything you have felt in your life, you have the ability to feel. In other words, a lot of women come to me and they say, Mark, he made me feel so safe and secure. It was incredible. And I say, all right, has anyone else made you feel like that? And they say, oh, maybe a man like 5 years ago I did. And then there was a guy like once before that. And what it really demonstrates is the same feeling is coming out with multiple different men. In fact, often when I have those clients imagine the guy's there with them right now, they can feel that feeling again. Which proves it has nothing to do with the guy, because he's not even in the room. I use that memory though to help those clients access that safe and secure space within themselves. That exercise is also in the Empowerment Academy. I wanted to give you an idea what it was. If you do want to know more, the link to the Empowerment Academy is below. Number 3, write a list of things you have to offer a man. So a lot of times anxious women will come to me and they'll feel like the guy's the prize and they're down here, and there's just this constant feeling of anxiety that they're always working for the guy. So one of the big things I need them to know is what they have to offer the man they date and the men they date. So I will simply have them write a list. Tell me right now, what are 100 things that you have to offer a man and that you bring to a man's life? And it's a lot harder to see a man as a prize and you not worth much when up on your wall there is 100 amazing things that you constantly remind yourself that you have to offer a man. Number 4, differentiate insecurities and intuition. Now I have a video on this too. I will put it in the link below. It's really important to be able to know what is a healthy anxiety, which is like your intuition, versus what is your insecurities and what is your triggers playing up. There's a few different things, and like I say, I'll link the video below. The most confident women though, they have a confidence in their anxiety. In other words, if a guy is acting weird and they say, hey, like, what is this? And the guy tries to gaslight and says, oh no, you're just imagining things. You're just being insecure. Those women know, they say, nah, mate, I'm not being insecure. You're acting weird. They have this confidence in their intuition. But if you get that confused, if you think, well, maybe I am insecure, then that's going to make you more anxious and you lose your confidence. So it's very important to be able to tell the difference between insecurity and intuition. And I strongly recommend, if you haven't watched it, you check out that video. Number 5, access your empowered masculine. This is one that surprises a lot of women, and when I explain this to my clients, it's usually like epiphany that they have. Most women think that pushing the masculine down equals raising their feminine up. In other words, the less masculine I can be, the more feminine I must be. But that's not true, because the masculine and feminine are intertwined. They're intertwined in me and they're intertwined in you. The problem is that most women associate masculine with a very immature form of masculine. The ultra competitive, insecure, takes control, manipulative, always leading, forcefully masculine. And women think that's masculine. When the empowered masculine is really about feeling safe and relaxed and confident, which ironically, if you look at the times when you feel the most feminine, it's because you also feel safe, relaxed, and confident. So you're feeling empowered masculine, and then you go to super empowered feminine. So an exercise that I'll have my clients do, takes about 15-20 minutes and have them doing it on a regular basis, is to access their empowered masculine. If you're interested in learning more about this concept, I have details of it in the Empowerment Academy and a whole visualization that I take clients through. And number 6 is very important. It's the understanding that it's not a linear process. You see, raising confidence and becoming secure within yourself is kind of like learning to play golf, right? You start and all you're doing is hitting double bogeys every single day. And then you have days where you hit some bogeys, you hit some pars, and then you hit some birdies, and then you have a terrible day again where you're hitting double bogeys. But it doesn't mean you've completely regressed. A lot of women make the mistake of thinking that, hey, I had 3 secure days this week, but now I feel totally insecure today, so I've completely regressed. And clients will say this to me sometimes. They'll say, Mark, this hasn't worked because I feel insecure again today, even though they hadn't felt it the last few days. So remember, becoming secure and confident is a lot like getting good at golf. On average, you'll get better, but you're still going to have down days right along the period, right along your learning. So do not beat yourself up if you have these days. Remember, it's an average of how you're going. I'll often have clients have a weekly log so that they can see the average of how they're going, not any one isolated day. And those are some of the secrets to becoming more confident and really having that radiant, irresistible confidence that gets a guy to like you. There's a lot there, and obviously I'll spend several hours with clients on this. I guess what I really wanted to share here is an overview of how you can make that process work for you. If you are interested in the Empowerment Academy, check out the link below. There's a link in the description and you can find all the details of how to join the Academy. And there is a free download as well, the 12 texts to make him yours, so make sure you have a look at that. Check those links out. If you want to be more secure and more confident within yourself, these are some of the exercises that if you do them daily will completely change your future life and love. This has been Mark from Make Him Yours. Leave a comment below with what have you done? I'd love to hear what you've done to make yourself feel more secure, more confident. Put that all in the space below. Give the video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button with the little bell so you get the notifications. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video very soon.